Hi, this is your Houston chiropractor, Dr. Gregory Johnson. We have Nathan down here with us today. Nathan flies all the way down here from Nashville to see us. Now, Nathan has a very interesting history. He came in with a stack of medical records for me to go through this morning, which I went through all of them and looked at his x-rays of his spine. Nathan fell 17 feet out of an attic stairwell ladder that collapsed, and he dropped all the way to the floor, landing on his buttocks, shattering T12L1 burst fractures, compression fractures, and he had 9 vertebrae fused with screws and plates and rods all the way from T10 all the way down to L5, right?
That's true.
Yep, and he had the hardware removed. He had the accident in 2001, had the hardware removed in 2002 by a neurosurgeon. But he's continued to have lower thoracic, upper lumbar pain and low back pain ever since then, really, right?
Constantly.
Yeah, constantly on a daily basis. So I've already done an extensive history and orthopedic neurological evaluation on you this morning. Was that a comprehensive history and examination on you? Yeah. And looked at all of his diagnostic tests. This is kind of a special video today because of the severity and nature of Nathan's spinal condition, post-traumatic and post-surgical. But I also want to talk to you about a very important issue that's continuing to happen here in Texas about the Texas Medical Association wanting to take away our rights to treat patients with nerve conditions. Low back pain is a nerve condition. Neck pain is a nerve condition. Headaches is a nerve condition. Sciatica is a nerve condition. Chiropractors treat the biomechanical condition configuration of the human body, specifically the vertebral subluxation complex, which is neuromusculoskeletal in origin. Now, what that means is that the spine and the skeleton are involved. The muscles and ligaments are involved. He had those ripped and torn and shredded, and he had to get them ripped and shredded again when he had this hardware taken out. That's musculo-ligamentous. That's the muscular portion of neuromusculoskeletal. And in the neuro portion is the brain, the spinal cord, and the exiting nerves that come out of the intervertebral foramina, out of the spine, that exit and go out to supply all parts of the body. The function of the organs, muscles, tissues, and cells are reliant upon negative feedback loops in the nervous system. And whether the TMA likes it or not, every time we treat a patient with an adjustment, we are affecting the neuromusculoskeletal systems of the human body. Now, in Texas, we treat the biomechanical condition of the human body, including the spine and the vertebral subluxation complex. But we are having to introduce legislation into the Texas legislature this year to rewrite legal language into our law that says that we can treat, diagnose, treat, and rehabilitate neuromusculoskeletal disorders as they relate to the vertebral subluxation complex. I'll be giving you information later on about the bill number and the particulars about that, but if you live in Texas, contact your senators and representatives and have them vote positively on the chiropractic legislation that we're going to be putting forth up in Austin before the legislature this year. You didn't come here for me just to treat your bones and your muscles. You came here to get a full chiropractic treatment, right?
Never had one.
And chiropractic, I went to Palmer College of Chiropractic, and chiropractic was taught to me at Palmer as being neuromusculoskeletal in the vertebral subluxation complex. So I'll quit talking and we'll get to analyzing and adjusting him. So I'm going to check your posture out here right now. Nathan, I'm going to have you close your eyes and flex your head forward and backwards for me, please, sir. And then neutral. Sleep with the big pillow too.
A couple of them.
Yeah, a couple of them, huh? That's why you're
all
so
over
far
all over the bed.
Yeah, you prop yourself forward a lot, huh?
Whatever gives me relief.
Would you mind bringing the camera sideways? And I just want to show our YouTube audience. See, he has a kyphosis down here in his lower thoracic, upper lumbar spine region. The kyphosis should be throughout the thoracic region. You can see it's kind of dished out in here in the mid-thoracic spine. And then the kyphosis gets peaked right down here in the lower thoracic, upper lumbar spine. And this is where it should transition into the lordosis, which lordosis is almost completely gone because of the muscle spasm and the fibrotic adhesions and scar tissue that has developed following all these procedures that he's had done on his spine. And his pelvis has shifted way to the left of center. Do you see I have less rim here than you have over here?
Yeah, I can tell.
And you can feel it too, huh?
Several
and your
years.
head's forward and to the left
years.
as well. Yeah. So like I said, I've already done his orthopedic neurological examination and looked at all his diagnostic tests and determined it is safe to adjust him. So I am going to be adjusting his full spine and full body. Go ahead and lay on your stomach for me. I'll be putting a link in the description box on this video for the Texas Chiropractic Association PAC Fund, which is Political Action Committee. So if you feel like helping Texas chiropractors fight the Texas Medical Association and the battles that are going on there, and to get the laws rewritten in Texas so the TMA can't keep suing us. Those are tender right there. This is all sore. Now, I'm going to pull this up and show them the extensiveness of the scar tissue. You can see it starts right here in around T9, T10. The incision goes all the way down to L5, and he's got really tight taut fibers here, which is all fibrotic adhesions and scar tissue in and around his thoracolumbar and lumbar spine region, all the way down into his lumbosacral spine region. So this is his very first chiropractic adjustment ever. He's been getting massage therapy for years, and I applaud him for that. Of course, he's seen the neurosurgeon a number of years back for all these surgeries that he had to have done. You went into the ER, I'm sure, first, didn't you? According to your reports, anyway.
Yes.
Didn't you tell me you died 4 times on the table?
Not for this.
And were resuscitated back? Okay, this is going to smart a little. Just breathe, exhale. There you go. Boy, that's the first time that's ever moved like that, I bet. Yes, sir. You're moving like a champ. Did you feel all those?
Wow.
Yes, sir. Legs are exactly even. And this time they stay even. Did that feel any easier at all than the first one?
Yes.
Good.
I felt that before.
That's the first time you've ever felt that move like that. Now, if you've been watching us for any length of time, you know that we treat some of the most severe spinal conditions that exist in and around the world on different people with different issues going on. Nathan's got a very unique situation in that he's already had severe compression and burst fractures that were repaired by neurosurgery. And you know what? That's when you should see a neurosurgeon, when you fall 17 feet out of an attic and burst fracture your spine. I can't do anything for that, neither can any chiropractor. So that is when neurosurgery is absolutely essential so that he can walk, because he could have been, they told you, you should have been a paraplegic, right?
They did.
Let's turn you on your back now. Made you break a sweat, didn't I?
I know it. I never popped like that before.
Yep. We call it adjustments. There you go. Good. Now let's put both arms straight out to the sides, palms up. There you go. Okay, you can relax your hands right there on your tummy. Okay, let this all relax in my hand here. There you go. Now you should have felt that from your knee all the way up to your pelvis, did you?
I did.
Good. Okay, same thing here. Let this go. There you go. Super. Okay, let's sit you up sideways and face that way. There you go. There we go. There. And notice he's got his wallet in his front pocket, so he has been listening to what we're talking about.
20 years like
videos.
that.
He's been 20 years with that. That's longer than we've been on YouTube, so you got that from somebody else.
No, it just didn't feel good.
Just didn't feel good, yeah. You listen to
George
your
Costanza,
intelligence.
you know? George Costanza
Yeah.
wallet.
Uh-huh. Okay, relax. There it is. Okay. Let's come over here on this table now. So, Nathan, I'm going to have you lay on your back with your butt right here. Head up this way, please. There. Alright, Nathan, now you've got a lot of adhesions and fibrotic scar tissue down in that thoracolumbar and lumbar spine region, so the thing you help me do the most here is just breathe through your nose. Yep, don't bite your tongue where you left big toe. There you go. Now you should have felt that move all the way down.
All the way.
Good. Yes, sir. I'm sure that's the first time you felt that too. And look there, you're still kicking.
It's different sitting on the...
Yeah, it is. A lot different in person. Drop it in my hand. There you go. I got you. Boy, oh boy. Doesn't get much better than that, Nathan. So this is your very first chiropractic adjustment ever.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. You have been adjusted full spine with the Johnson chiropractic technique today. Let's turn sideways and push yourself up with your arm. Good. Stand right here in front of the mirror. So I'm going to have you close your eyes, bend your head forward and backwards for me. Oh, that's already better. Take a look at that in the mirror now. Look at the spacing now.
See it?
See how it's evened out more? So here's your homework though. You're going to pull both shoulders up and back, kind of flare these back like this. Yeah, it tightens up that whole trap. Okay, your head's a little forward, right, so go left. Now shift your pelvis straight right. No, right, straight that way. Yeah, there you go. Now look backwards at the wall behind you. I'm adjusting his atlas on the x-axis. This also stimulates proprioceptive feedback, negative feedback loop into the cerebellum. Cerebellum then sends efferent neurological impulses down the spinal cord out to his muscles and ligaments. Relax. And now when you bend your head forward and backwards this time, tell me if this feels any smoother than the previous one.
It does.
Back to neutral. Take a look now. You're pretty even on both sides.
I shifted in there.
Yeah, imagine that.
Let's see.
So Nathan, would you mind sharing with our YouTube audience what brought you here to Houston to get chiropractic care, since you've never had it and you've had all these surgical procedures done?
I've had a lot of discomfort for the last 17 years and a lot of suffering. Massage helped up to a point. And I came across you maybe in June.
Okay.
Watched a few of your videos. I said, I need to go see that man.
Oh, okay.
And now I'm here.
And what did the neurosurgeons and orthopedic surgeons
They said
tell you?
They said stay away from the chiropractors, but they did everything they could for me, and I'm very thankful for what they did.
Right, and they do have a place.
They did a good job. They did a good job of what they had to work with. I was very fortunate.
Right. Yes, sir.
But 17 years now, I said I need to do something different.
Yeah, and chiropractic is a all-natural, drug-free, surgery-free healthcare. Yeah, you already feel better?
I already feel better.
Great.
I'm very aware of my body.
Yes.
I feel it.
Super. So would you recommend this to other people that have similar severe issues as you?
Texas.
Yep.
I just got off the plane. Now I'm here.
Yep.
For 3
We're
days.
only 10 minutes away from the airport too, huh?
Here with you for 3 days.
Yep. Super.
Thank you.
This is your Houston chiropractor in Houston, Texas at Advanced Chiropractic Relief, where we treat the vertebral subluxation complex, which is neuromusculoskeletal in nature. We'll see y'all soon.